And I think Taylor's dying over here.
It already burns.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, T-Lev times 2. I'm Trevor, this is Taylor. We appreciate you guys coming back. We are excited because we are going to do another food review. If you guys saw our first one, we did Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Taylor and I had a ton of fun with it, and we decided today that we were going to settle a huge debate, but we decided that we needed to bring some guests along to help us out.
Yeah, I'm Tyler. I am a cousin of Trevor's.
And I'm Spencer. I'm a chicken sandwich lover and very professional expert in my own opinion. Very humble opinion. I am also a cousin.
These two are chicken connoisseurs. That's why
Heck
they're
yeah.
here.
Yeah, chicken for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
It was made for this.
We have 3 of our top favorite chicken places and the places that a lot of people have been talking about lately. So we've got Zaxby's, we have classic Chick-fil-A, and we also have Popeyes. Because we have a classic crispy chicken sandwich as well as a spicy crispy chicken sandwich from all 3 of these places. So we're going to try each of them and let you know what we think about them.
And for those of you that are curious about the spice because you're not sure whether you can handle it or not, this is our designated barometer or measurer of spice. Taylor,
I am not a fan of spicy food.
Taylor can't always hold the spice, but if you are curious, you know,
Well,
would I
me.
be able to handle this?
I'm your
Listen
girl.
to Taylor, use her, opinion.
Yes.
We decided that we were going to start with the regular chicken sandwiches first, and then do the spicy after. And so I guess we'll just start with the Zaxby's one. As we have all the sandwiches, we weren't going to buy 4 sandwiches from each place for all of us. We'd end up eating 6 sandwiches each, and we'd end up feeling so sick. So Taylor has done a great job of splitting them into fourths. And the thing that we actually wanted to make a note of, the sandwiches themselves are just what you would get straight out of the bag. I know specifically Chick-fil-A is one that, you might add your own sauce to. We wanted to have a real debate on if somebody just set the sandwich in front of you, which one is better. But we figured we would just take it at face value and just go from there. So we are going to start with the regular classic sandwich from Popeyes.
Now guys, something I'm noticing about this one is it is so much bigger than the other sandwiches. The chicken is very tall. I don't know, bang for your buck. I feel like this one's kind of got a lead on the other one.
Yeah, this chicken was so thick.
Yeah, and it looks
So thick.
It looks like real chicken. Like some chicken you get and it's like it's like chicken sandwich chicken, but this looks like chicken that they breaded and just threw on this bun.
You know, it honestly doesn't taste like chicken. It tastes like manna from heaven.
A good early first review.
We
from
know
Ty.
Ty's favorite so far.
Yeah, this
Of the one we've
this
had.
is the best one, hands down.
So on the sandwich, I guess we should make a note. You get the chicken, you have the pickle, and then I believe it's like a mayo ranch mix. And it's a good combo so far.
I don't have anything to say yet, and I think that just means it's really good.
All right, so we will move on now to the Chick-fil-A sandwich, and I'll distribute this one for us.
Distribute.
Very
professional
First thing
language.
I've noticed is, like Spencer pointed out earlier, it's still decent.
Right.
It's still a decent size. If the Popeye sandwich was golf, this is miniature golf. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's
Yeah, man.
it's just smaller. Everything's just smaller.
I feel like for me initially, this has a little bit more flavor than the Popeyes one. Like the breading on the chicken has a little bit more flavor for me.
It's a little bit less crunchy and kind of more chewy kind of chicken too.
The bread is very I can really taste the bread. And this one is just the chicken and the pickle, nothing else on it. And it does, I should say, plain chicken sandwich. It stands alone pretty well.
I think so far, for me, the Popeyes chicken was actually a little bit more moist than the Chick-fil-A one. Okay, we got one more. This one is going to be our Zaxby's. This one's also pretty thick. I'll distribute everyone's. Distribute.
It's got a
I
sauce
will
on it, doesn't it?
distribute,
The,
yes.
the word of the day.
So what I can tell so far is that there's chicken, there's
so
pickles
good.
as well, and there's also a sauce on here.
So it's the, if you've
Zax
been to,
sauce?
yeah, it is
Oh,
the
I'm
Zax
sorry, I
sauce.
cut you off.
No, you're fine. You're ruining my day. No, just kidding.
You threw out the Emperor's Groove.
Yeah, that's exactly what went through my head. Yeah, if you've been to Zaxby's before, this is just their regular Zax sauce, which will matter later when we get to the spicy one. And to be honest, like the Zaxby's sauce is so good. Just,
Very thick also.
Yeah, super thick. The pickles are strong in this one.
The sauce is also pretty strong. It's kind of hard to like taste the chicken. It's not bad. The sauce tastes great, but it's hard to like judge the chicken.
They definitely had a good equality of proportion of chicken to buns on this one.
This one was also quite moist. I felt so bad using that word because I hate that word. But like,
humid.
I think the sauce
it was
probably.
a human chicken.
We've completed the first round.
We compared the first round, and then we'll do the spicy next.
Guys, I am nervous.
And we'll
for
see if
this.
Taylor handled.
I am very nervous. I have so many good flavors in my mouth right now.
Well, I
And
just
I'm a
ran out.
little nervous that I'm just going to ruin them all.
I guess we'll just start where we started last time with the Popeyes.
All right, guys, real quick, you need to see this slice of cake size chicken in here.
Massive.
Popeyes came to play.
We won't mention the prices in this because I think we're just going based off of taste, but they're all relatively around the same price. And the size of chicken is way better on Popeyes, and I think Taylor's dying over here.
It already burns.
Okay, so if you're not sure if you can handle spice or not, maybe pass. Maybe pass on this one.
Yeah, honestly, on the spicy scale, this one's pretty low, probably like a 2 or 3.
I would call it a pleasant burn as a spice fan. Like sometimes with spice, it like gets onto your lips and everything, and that sucks. It really just kind of sits on your tongue. The other thing I will point out
I'm done.
is it showed up right away. Like the moment I put it in my mouth, I felt the spice.
Yep. Me too.
And so did Taylor. Alright, the next one we'll do is Chick-fil-A. This one is breaded spicy,
It looks mean.
whereas the other two are sauced spicy. So it's like still a regular sandwich for Popeyes and Zaxby's, but they throw the sauce on top to make it spicy. And this one's spicy to the core, if you will.
Ooh, it smells spicy. Nope.
Yeah, this one takes a little bit
Mouth
longer, a lot
Yeah.
longer to start.
Yeah,
with
But
the
then
spice.
it comes on so hot, though.
Less pleasant. Like it's not like it's not the worst pain ever. Like I wouldn't even label it as pain.
Yeah.
But the burn, when I eat the Popeyes one, I was like, oh, this is kind of nice. Whereas Chick-fil-A is a little bit more like, yeah, this is hot.
I feel like they tried to make it too spicy. So, it's like they put too much seasoning on it. Popeyes put just the right amount, but Chick-fil-A went overboard.
They're like, spice is my pleasure, baby. Bam! You know what I mean? Like, it really-
Guys, I've had Mountain Dew and a vanilla shake from Chick-fil-A, and my nose is still running, and my mouth is still hurting.
So maybe if
We
you're
gotta get through this last one.
if you have a low pain tolerance for spice, so far avoid both of these. All right, we'll move to the last one here, and this is the Zaxby's sandwich, and my gosh,
The sauce looks hot.
the sauce looks very hot. It's kind of this angry, kind of orangey, like kind of a rusty, like Mars color.
It's rusty.
But this is a big boy. I do not want to see the chicken that this was attached to, because that thing was pumping iron before it died.
It was a spicy chicken to begin with.
Oh yeah. We got the pickle, we got the sauce in here, and just this chicken that is just all over the place in there, just dominating.
Oh, take me to heaven.
So
I've gained access to the manna.
Where'd time go? I gotta say, I'm a little bit disappointed that it's not spicier than it is, because it looks really spicy.
Is this more crunchy to you
That's
guys?
so funny, because, I mean, I'm the opposite, because I don't like spices as much, and this is the most enjoyable spicy one for me so far, because it's a little bit more mild. But for me, who's a wimp, I'm still like, yeah, I'm eating a spicy sandwich, and I'm liking it.
this isn't hot,
Right.
like at all. Like,
really?
like it just has.
That makes me feel great.
Well, sorry.
Thank you for
The
that.
base, and I think part of that is because its base is Zax's sauce, and Zax's sauce itself is not naturally spicy. This spice is like an angry 6-year-old. Like, they can be really ferocious at times, but like deep down they're just these really nice kids. You know what I mean? And so like at its core, it's just this really gentle child. That sounds so weird. It's just this really gentle, like, thing. It's just kind of had a bad day.
All right, guys, we are ready to do our rankings. Drum roll. We're going to start with classic, and we're going to start with our least favorite and go to our top favorite. So we'll go around and say our classic faves, then we're going to do our spicy faves, and then at the end, we're going to compare our classic fave and our spicy fave to get our ultimate fave. I will be starting us off on our rankings. So Chick-fil-A was my lowest. My next one was Popeyes, but my top one was actually the Zaxby's. The Chick-fil-A sandwich didn't have as much chicken. Both the Zaxby's and Popeyes had a ton of chicken. The Chick-fil-A one was a little bit dry compared to the other two. The Zaxby's one had the most flavor for me as well. I would say that Zaxby's was my top chicken sandwich.
That was kind of like an underdog win.
Mic
there.
drop.
Like Chick-fil-A has just been kind of that juggernaut for so long, which is
Yeah.
why it was also my least favorite chicken sandwich. BAM!
Mic drop again!
So Chick-fil-A is my least favorite, Zaxby's as the second, and then Popeyes as my number one. And the thing for me that really set Popeyes apart was the chicken size. I was pleasantly surprised with the mayo ranch combo, and like the whole thing just blended together really nicely. Zaxby's did that as well, but the Zax sauce, it just wasn't doing it well enough to be number one. And Chick-fil-A, honestly, like the chicken sandwich by itself, it needs help. It needs a Chick-fil-A sauce. And I don't say that to sound like disrespectful. It sounds like I'm really knocking. It just doesn't go above and beyond to get that B+ or that A+ that Zaxby's and Popeyes got.
My favorite was actually the Popeyes. Just because it was like huge. Like really huge. That's like just a whole meat mouthful.
Well, Chick-fil-A, I'm so sorry. I love you guys.
Our condolences, man.
We're gonna keep supporting you though.
Rest in peace.
It's my least favorite. It was just, too little chicken and too much bread. The Zaxby's was really good. I would put that as second, and the sauce was really good. It kind of took over, and it made it so you couldn't really taste the chicken as much.
It did take over. That's a great
Yeah,
point.
that leaves Popeyes as the winner. That the chicken, it had like some extra stuff added to it, to the breading, to make it stand out above the rest.
Moving on to the spicy. So, I personally did not like the spicy ones very much. So, I'm probably not the best person to ask. But if you also don't like spice, here are my thoughts. My least favorite one was, again, the Chick-fil-A sandwich. I know, I'm so sorry, Chick-fil-A. So there wasn't as much chicken to, like, balance out the spice, and it was very spiced and spicy. That was my least favorite. I will not be getting that ever again. My middle one was Popeyes. It didn't have enough, like, good things for me to balance out the spicy, and so I also didn't really, like, enjoy eating that one. Zaxby's was my favorite one again. I really liked the sauce. It was hot, but it also was like tolerable for me. So like I still enjoyed eating the sandwich even though it was spicy. So yeah, there's mine. Top one Zaxby's, middle one Popeyes, bottom Chick-fil-A. On to you.
So, honest truth, I love Zaxby's. Their spicy chicken sandwich was a little disappointing. Although I enjoyed the sandwich, but it wasn't hot. It was hard for me to call it a spicy sandwich. Does it pack a little bit more heat than the regular one? Sure. But not enough for me to even call it a spicy sandwich. The second one for me was the spicy chicken at Chick-fil-A. It's spicy, it has that Chick-fil-A feel and taste, and I just had it sounds so weird. I had a good time eating it, I guess. It wasn't as pleasant as my winner, which is obviously the Popeyes sandwich. The spice was pleasant. I didn't feel uncomfortable. That was my number one. The spice was Popeyes.
Definitely Popeyes was my favorite. And it's a toss-up between Chick-fil-A and Zaxby's. The Chick-fil-A, if you're looking for hot and spicy food, totally go for that. Because it's like gonna burn your mouth off. I saw like fire coming out. A little bit, no. Well, Zaxby's, yeah, toothpaste is even spicier than that. Like, might as well put toothpaste on there and eat it.
Don't do that. Do not do that.
Popeyes is the winner.
And then Chick-fil-A second, it sounds like.
Yes,
And Zaxby's
yes.
was your
Yeah,
bottom.
But if you want a spicy sandwich, like Zaxby's doesn't really count.
All right. Zaxby's is again on the bottom tier.
This would all explain why I like the Zaxby sandwich. by the way.
The spice was not there. I love that feeling of, you know, a little bit of burning in the back of your mouth, and I didn't have any of that. It was a good sandwich, like everyone's been saying, but it just really does not count as a spicy chicken sandwich. Chick-fil-A, very good. I'm gonna say it wasn't quite super hot, but I love like really hot food. I spent a couple years eating Jamaican curry and all kinds of Jamaican jerk and just lots of spicy food. It takes a lot to get my attention that way, but it was, you know, decently hot and it tasted really good. Chick-fil-A sauce would have probably put it in first place.
It's the sauce.
Yeah,
at Chick-fil-A.
It's their secret weapon.
Yeah,
it really is.
Wow. Hey, by the way, we said that at the exact same time. That was awesome.
And obviously, that puts Popeyes at the top. Gosh, I can't say enough good stuff about the sauce there. So tasty. You know, it doesn't like burn the back of your throat, and it's not uncomfortable at all. It's just very pleasant, and the sandwich is huge. I love that sandwich a lot, and so it's my number one.
Awesome. So now it's time for the grand finale when we put our classic and our spicy head-to-head to pick our ultimate fave. My two tops were both Zaxby's. My personal ultimate fave is the classic because I'm a baby.
You're really into the classics.
Yes.
That's
Yes,
what you are.
thank
Taylor is
Thank you. I appreciate it.
vintage.
So I will say, if you don't like spicy food a ton and you want to branch out and try spicy sandwich, the spicy
Start
on my
with-
terms, I guess, the Zaxby's one is a good one to have.
Start
Apparently
there
it's
and
not
build your way
spicy
up.
in the spice world, but you know, it's a good place to start. If I'm craving a chicken sandwich again, I will be going to Zaxby's.
So she had the Zaxby's head-to-head. I actually have the Popeyes head-to-head. And I'm actually, I think, going to surprise most of us in here and lean towards the classic as well. As the ranch mayo combo was really doing it for me. I don't usually like mayo at all,
He
like
doesn't.
on anything. And so for it to stand out that much in a sandwich and for me to go, oh my gosh, I like this, that was a big deal. I think I'm going to lean for the classic chicken sandwich
He's vintage
at
with
Popeyes.
me.
And
They are the
hang out with
vintage.
this. Hang out with this one over here.
I'd say the spicy. The spicy from Popeyes. That just was like, well, I said it was manna from heaven, but it's like, it's more than that. I don't know.
It's more than that.
What's more essential than manna? Probably water.
Oh, it's
water
water from heaven.
Wow! Mic drop again!
Excellent reasoning.
Well, I am also going to go with the spicy chicken sandwich from Popeyes. That sauce, it really made it for me. When I can tell that there's more spices added to the chicken, then that's a good thing for me. I would like to point out that a spicy chicken sandwich from Popeyes with Chick-fil-A sauce might top that.
That Chick-fil-A sauce, that's a game changer for me. It just doesn't by itself stand apart. Alright everyone, we appreciate everybody that stopped by for the video today. All of you that have made it to this point in the video, you guys are absolute legends. We appreciate the love and support that you guys have shown us. And we hope that you enjoyed the video today. I want you to be able to go down in the comments and let us know what you thought. Tell us what we got right and tell us what we got wrong. We want to hear from you guys, and again, just appreciate the fact that you guys were here.
And guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to their video. They have a lot of fun content, and you don't want to miss a single second of it. The subscribe doesn't take much effort on your part, but it makes a big difference to these guys.
Yeah, subscribe right now, and for the next 7 years, your chicken sandwiches will be water from heaven.
This is T-Love ×2 with Tyler and Spencer, and we are signing off.